Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wall Street Update with Vegas and Jim. I'm your host, Vegas, and I'm here with Jim. Hello, Jim.
Hi, hello, Miss Vegas One.
Hello. So, we have a lot of action to give you guys an update on, and obviously, we want to get through all these things. So, I hope some of you that are listening, which I did get good feedback that a lot of people took some notes. So, I love that. So today's stock review, Wall Street update, is going to be on the following. We're going to talk about IGC, NBEV, ABIO, OGEN, and OMER. So I'm going to turn the first two, IGC and NBEV, to Jim, and he's going to talk about those stocks because he talked about those yesterday, but he's been talking about those all week and for good reason.
Yeah, well, IGC and NBEV are two top plays today, and we had many of them. But the momentum's still carrying along with them, and everybody's been probably familiar with these two stocks right now. IGC had an offering of $15 million, but yet still had a bearish run, and it was a very impressive run today. So we sat back and we played there's a couple dips today, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up the chart on the yearly, and this is IGC. And so we had that big breakout, and I'm going to break this on down to about a 10-day, 30-minute. And for 10 days, this thing's been running strong. It busted past both of my resistances in the past 2 days. And the way we've been talking about playing this stock, it'll break out in the morning and it'll pull back. It'll find resistance from support from an old resistance line. And look at the tape right now. Look at the tape. We're above $10 on this thing. So
Yeah.
I mean, this is crazy. And and so I'm telling the room, play this. It's an easy flip. Keep core position, scale out. Don't let this thing drop on you like a knife. And it hasn't done that. It did pull back good today, and it didn't even touch the 50-day SMA. And I'm going to pull up the daily 1 minute, and I'm going to show you a couple other things about this chart. And I'm going to magnify it up. And we had what you call silver cross. I mean, we had the breakout. It pulled back to the 200 SMA, bounced up off that 200, and it started disrespecting that 200. And then we had what you call silver cross. And then that was the sign of the sell-off. And when that hit 763, which I called out in the room, it started bouncing up. Then it started respecting that 200, and we had a golden cross. And from here on out, that was pretty well into close. So here we are. We're still bouncing up on this thing. Let's see if we can get this thing to $11. We got a pullback right now here at, I'm going to put that little trend line there at 987. Then I'm going to put another one right here about 939. Then I'm going to have me another support right here. So let's keep this on watch. This is IGC. Now NBEV, they'll run just the same with it. Now they're both very bullish right now. And I'm going to type NBEV in the room. We had the same thing go on with this. It ran strong for a period of time. Let's see how many days we've got on this thing. Let's go to 20. So this thing had a great breakout at one time. It ran up, had a high of 1034. It pulled back on that Kramer talking bad mouthing our pot stocks, and so now she's bounced up from the bottom, and she's in full strength again in the last 2 days. So let's see if we can get a pullback on this at support too, but keep it on watch and keep it, like I said, keep a core position, and this thing will be a blessing to you. But just be careful with it. But the thing is bull. Vegas?
Okay, so one of the other stocks that we did look at and traded today that we did alert, we did actually alert ABIO at 63 cents.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's trading beautifully today. Very nice volume. And currently, even after hours, whoops, trading at about 102. I'm looking for a continuation on this stock tomorrow because this company is looking to get some sort of FDA news. So I'm waiting to see what happens on that. This is, what everyone's kind of wondering. or waiting for. So they're probably waiting for some sort of PR. So again, just keep this one on watch if you're not in the trade, looking for continuation. If the volume can continue to tomorrow, looking for this to go first to 110, then 115, and then 120. And then if that breaks, then I'm looking for about 127 to 135. So let's just see how this goes tomorrow, but it's held up really nicely. I mean, we have a nice little cushion here. So we were able to swing trade this overnight, especially the people that love swing trading. Some people don't, they trade it for the day and they were out and took their money, and that's fine. But I did keep the position to hold on to it till tomorrow. And then we'll see what happens tomorrow. So far, so good. And the next one, OGEN. Well. We talked about this, guys, on the weekend, and I did mention that they were having two conferences this week. One was today at 1 o'clock, and there's another one tomorrow at 1 o'clock at two different hotels, but all about the microcap conference. And the stock had a beautiful, beautiful play today. I mean, the stock did go all the way to 189. It had a very nice open market hours at 139. And then, very interestingly, it did have, I think it was around 12:45, a big knife catch. And a ton of people got stopped out around the 130s. And then, people just went back in and reloaded. Now, I did get back in till $1.50. So I did go back in. I'm still holding that because I do feel that because there is still going to be a presentation happening tomorrow, I'm still looking for OGEN to still have some form of continuation tomorrow. I mean, it's held up quite nicely at the 160 mark, and even after hours, printing 169. So, I mean, I would really love it to break the 189 tomorrow and see if this can go to the $2 range. But again, it has to continue. The volume has to be there. But so far, the support does look there. And Jim, do you have anything to comment on that?
Yeah, we had a couple of real. This was a stock that I had a little bit of concerns with today at because of the past history, and I mentioned that
Right.
in the last video. But we discovered that it is in a bullish pattern, so that's my attitude's turned around with it. But also, we had a big knife on it today, and when I saw that knife, I seen the first one come, and I seen a lot of big sells go in, so I got out of it, and then I waited for maybe another one to come in, and when that knife hit, I jumped in it, I think about 132 or somewhere around 132, and got out of it real fast. But that was an easy trade, and I flipped this 2 or 3 times today, and you can see the opportunities that it gave you. But it also, at the end of the day, it closed up strong. We had a golden cross and we had a silver cross on this, and that's when I identified that I wanted to get out of it. But this is OGEN, definitely momentum. I think it's going to bounce up more. We're in a continuation pattern, but just be cautious and be vigilant with this one right here. And this is OGEN. And then I got one more I want to talk about today, and it was someone in the room alerted it to us, and I pulled her right up, and it was a big, what I call drama stock. It was OMER, and when this thing halted 3 times going down, I set me a little support at it right around 1346. So I got in this thing right at, it was around somewhere in that vicinity, and I took it up and run it up to 14 bucks and got out of it. Now this stock here, after hours, if I'd have held that thing, it went down on great news. There's no reason for the drama. So it was definitely bullish, and I yelled out Vegas. I said, "Get in this one. This is going to be a moneymaker."
Yeah,
Well,
you did.
here
You
we are
did.
at close at 16.50. So that's $2 bounce right there on that stock.
Oh yeah, that was a really good alert. And
So
I don't know, like that one's kind of a weird one for me, only because I mean I was never in the trade. I didn't even I only took it when Jim alerted it, but we made the quick money. But I never was in the trade originally, and I was really surprised when the stock got halted because of the news. I looked at it, and the stock was at 23.10. And then, I didn't really care about it anyways because I thought I'm not even in the trade. So, when the news unhalts, who cares? I'm not in it. I'm not going to start chasing this stock. And then one of the members said, "Hey, look, this stock's tanking." I said, "Oh my God, what's the drama on the stock?" So we took a look at it and it was down, $10. So that's when Jim took a quick look and said, "We got to get in here." And glad that we did. But again, this just goes to show you, like, I thought the news was actually positive on OMER and the stock pulled back that much. So, so crazy sometimes the market, how it reacts. I mean, look at IGC. I mean, they had an offering and the stock ran higher than it was. So sometimes, market doesn't care about news. It does, but I mean, it reacts very differently.
The market reacted to good news today in whole because of the trade agreement that was put together with Canada, America, and Mexico. So that was a bullish flag to start out of the gate this morning. And so it's like Tesla last Friday when Tesla dropped like a rock. I was saying, man, this is good news. Getting Musk out of there and look at it today. Bounced up above 300 again. So sometimes news can affect stocks in different ways. Sometimes you think it's negative, but some people take it positive, and that's how I took the Tesla news. So basically, Vegas.
Okay, well, you know what? I think that's going to be all that we're covering for the Wall Street update. And we've actually been receiving a lot of good feedback. And really, we do the reviews every day, really for people to have a better understanding of the charts. Jim's very detailed with the charts and really does give a lot of good support and resistance. So anyone's welcome to follow us. And if you have suggestions, we'd love to hear them. Certainly, please make sure to click the subscribe button. Really, we want to actually do things for the trading community. If you're also interested in connecting with us during the day, you can look on our Stocktwits profile. I'm at Vegas One and Jim is at Washboard Jim. We have a link in there. There is a Discord channel. We don't own it. We just participate there, but you're welcome to go check it out. They have a free trial for 2 weeks. And then, you know what? We're not salespeople. So if you try it out for 2 weeks, it's your call what you decide to do after. We would never solicit or ask you, are you joining? Like it's your choice, your call. But some people find that sometimes they can try out a room and they can learn. And we do talk on voice during the day, all day, which a lot of rooms don't. But it's not easy work, but we are doing it because we're just passionate, honestly, about helping people. And that's really all that we truly care about. So if you want to join us, feel free to drop by. If not, no problem. We just want everyone to do well with their trades.
And I want to give kudos out to everybody that's in the room, and I want to give special kudos out to Juicy Shark for playing that IGC with us today. Traders get better day by day, and the more we hang together, the better we get.
Exactly. I mean, you know what? I do believe so. I like it because there's more eyes on charts, and there's a lot of good experienced traders out there that have, shared good ideas. And actually, this is why I actually love Stocktwits. I mean, not everyone loves Stocktwits because people say, oh, they get bashed, and there's a lot of bad traders on there, and maybe some people think there's a lot of pumpers on there. But you know what? There's a lot of actually very good traders that I've met, that Jim's met, and that we've connected with. So I have to say that I love Stocktwits. So, and so does Jem. So I love Stocktwits. I even love Howard. He's such a great man. And I think it's a great platform. So even if you're new and you don't even know what Stocktwits is, you should go to stocktwits.com. You can set up a free account and you can actually go on there and connect with other traders, see what they're, see if, people like to share charts and ideas. And also, it's good to see, this market sentiment on maybe a stock that you're thinking about. Nothing wrong to see what other people think. That's all. It's just a community to share comments. That's all. And that's it. So I think that's all for today on the Wall Street Update. We want to thank everyone for watching, for listening, following, and really appreciate everyone. And we definitely will talk to you all again tomorrow. And we hope everyone has a great